What are we going to have for Christmas dinner? Heston Blumenthal, gold, frankincense and myrrh. Look at that. You'd still be hungry, but yeah. Here we go. Maybe Heston's a bit ambitious. What about Jamie? Yeah. Seems to be more people than food in here. Still, no recipes for carrots. You gotta have carrots at Christmas, right? This chopping, it's all a bit imprecise for me. Oh, maybe I have an idea. Yep, you got to get your stock trued up before you can start cooking, right? I'm back in my comfort zone now. Some of you might not like the surface finish, but this is just a roughing pass. See if we can't clean up the OD. We'll come back with a high-speed fine cut to finish her off. Alright, I went for 600 RPM and 5 thou per minute feed rate. Seems to work well on carrots. We discussed whether to use tungsten carbide or high-speed steel, and Andy, our machinist, thought using tungsten carbide on vegetables was weird, so we didn't do that. Alright, it's the parting operation, and every machinist's nightmare, but turns out carrots part quite well. Not a problem there. Just wait for the money shot and Yahtzee. Almost. Alright, ideally I would have liked to do all this in one setup, but carrots are not super rigid. It's quite long. I am upset that I'm going to get some jaw marks on my surface finish, but yeah, can't have everything. I'll give them a little polish and a deburr afterwards. Here we go. Parted, polished, deburred. No unpleasant jaw marks. I think this is going to work out just fine. Alright, here we go with the parsnip. This took a little bit of indicating. As you can see, the surface is a little bit irregular. It's kind of like casting, but yeah, a few bumps, and we got it near enough. Just got to pick up the taper and we're good to go. Alright, the indicator's mounted on the compound now. We're just going to sweep along this surface. It is a little bit irregular, but we'll get it near enough. We'll just bump that compound round a little bit till we pick up the angle of that taper, and we'll do some turning. To keep things informative, I found parsnip in their raw state. It's a little bit like cast iron. I think it might be better to get right under this surface with a heavy cut, see what happens. So I think we're going to try that. These chips are getting a little bit out of control. Yep, that's working much better. There's a kind of an outer layer on a parsnip that you need to machine off completely, you know. And you know, we've got slightly stringy swarf there, but we can live with that. Yeah, this went well. Alright, so we didn't quite clean up the OD, but the run out's pretty good. I think I'm happy with the shape of it generally. Surface finish is excellent. Just need to clean some of the swarf off and deburr a little bit there. And we'll move on to the next stage. We've got a milling operation next. Okay, setup was a little bit tricky for this, but a V-block did the job in the end. I thought about making some sacrificial soft jaws from a Swede, but nah, V-block's fine. Alright, in we go. I'm using 250 RPM and about 3 inches per minute on the feed. And yeah, that seems to be giving a reasonable chip there. I think the cutter is going to clog up a little bit, maybe some coarser teeth next time, but there's a little bit of deflection in the part there. Yeah, but I think we're going to make it. Yep, it's going to be fine. There's quite a lot of deflection in the part there, but yeah, I think that cutter has clogged a little bit. So I've got a little bit to learn about machining parsnips on the mill, but yeah, we'll get there. Now this is important if you're cutting parsnips. There is residual stress in them. They tend to close up on your saw cuts, so that's something to bear in mind there. But once I run the slitting saw through again there with them flipped in the vise, I'm pretty pleased with the result. The surface finish just needs deburring and it's good to go. Right, I'm quite pleased with the vegetable disc. I think a drizzling from a height with carrot swarf is just going to finish it off nicely. I'm not quite happy with the presentation yet, but yeah, definitely a drizzle of carrot swarf. Alright, veggies done. I think this is the fixture plate that I'm going to use to hold down the turkey while I stuff it. Nah, I wouldn't do that on YouTube. Anyway, it's ran away. Merry Christmas everybody. Thanks for watching throughout the year, and I hope you all have a good one and a safe one.